few other things. I have this really cryptic note that just says, compare thoughts on TKONLG, and I don't know what that means, and I'm mad that I abbreviated it, because I know that when I wrote that, I was like, I'm totally going to remember what this abbreviation means, and I don't.
Wait, what is it? TKL?
TKONL.
TKONL.
G.
I have no idea. Does it have to do with something fandom-y?
I'm looking up the hashtag on Twitter.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, thank God for Twitter. It's Patrick Ness, the Knife of Never Letting Go.
Oh, I have to start that. You said it was awful.
It was so awful.
I read some reviews on it, and the reason I didn't start it / finish it was because the reviews were so bad. And I heard this movie was years in the making.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that about the movie.
Oh yeah, it was set to come out 3 years ago.
Ooh.
And didn't for some reason. Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah. But the trailer looks good.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm losing it. And when the trailer came up, it did not, I could not find out what the title was because it wouldn't let me see the title of the movie.
Yeah.
And so I had to watch the entire trailer through in order to figure out what the frick it was.
Oh.
And
were you like, this looks awesome, and then you realized?
No, what I thought. So the trailer started with that whole concept about how she's the last woman.
Thought? Oh, yeah.
And it reminded me of this Wattpad book that I never read, but it is getting published, and it's called The Last She, and it's the last woman on Earth ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, did Wattpad release a new movie? I got really concerned. But no, it's The Knife of Never Letting Go.
Isn't that a series?
Yeah.
Of books? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was...
I'm not ready.
The main character is just so insufferable the entire time.
The guy?
Yeah, and his narration style, if you're in this guy's head, because you're in this guy's head the entire time. It's not, it's stream of consciousness, kind of, but of this guy.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the inside of his head at all. So. But the premise is that supposedly all the women died or something. And so it's a society of just men. Yeah. And it reminds me of this book that I read on Wattpad ages ago called The Conduit. And it was so incredible, and I wish it got published. And she tried to get it published, but it didn't work out.
Do you want to know what I want published from Wattpad?
What?
Harry on the Prairie.
No!
Did you remember that?
Yes!
I remember losing our minds. That was the funniest thing I've ever read.
We lost our minds and our brain cells, and that's why we only have 2 now between us.
Absolutely. Oh my god.
Oh, but The Conduit on Wattpad was a really incredible book that I read in high school, and it was basically a future society where society collapsed basically, and so now only certain people are able to be these conduits, and it's basically a conduit to the elements, so kind of like bending, but not really.
Ooh,
and you get an element of some kind, and not everyone can be a conduit, and only women are conduits.
Ooh, okay.
And the main character, it's around the time that she's supposed to develop her conduit, and I don't think that she does. It's been a really long time since I read it, but this is what I remember. So she lives in a society of only women.
Yeah.
And it's a whole ass town, and every now and again there's towns that are comprised only of men, and so they meet up with these men in these camps, and basically it's just for reproduction purposes, and then they can continue society separated, basically segregated by gender.
Why does that sound so familiar? Oh my god.
Really?
That sounds really familiar. I read that somewhere, or seen a show with that or something.
Interesting. I want to know what that is, because I would watch that. I don't know why, but that concept fascinates me.
Yeah. That sounds so familiar. I definitely saw something like that.
It's such a disturbing concept that I can't look away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The book's primary, what would you call it, conflict is that the main character and these women are supposed to be traveling to the campsite that they all agree to meet at. It's this territory that's between like no one knows where each other's towns are or like territories are. They just converge at this designated area.
Yeah.
However many springs later. And the main character is supposed to be helping with the transit of some of her people to this territory, and they get like ambushed or something by these bandits, and they're all like men, and they like take a bunch of them hostage, and it's basically them attempting to escape from having been kidnapped. And there's all this stuff about her uncovering her conduit and stuff, and like water bending and like electricity, and it's like super cool, and I was really into it. It never got finished, but
was it like a matriarchy, like the lady clan?
Oh yeah, for sure. And so like because only women were able to be conduits, women were like are way superior than men in this society.
Yeah.
And men are like trying to reclaim their power or whatever.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
I'll send you the book. It's in my Goodreads, but I read a book like that for one of my classes.
What was it?
Yeah, I'll send you a link. I forgot what it was. Oh, I have to go. I'll be right back, okay? I have to hang up the call, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, BRB.
Okay.